Long division. Division is, the meaning of division is breaking a number into smaller equal groups, equal being the key word. I have here 58 divided by 3, which is 19, remainder of 1. Let's go over the parts. The 58 is the number you are dividing, which is called the dividend. The divisor is the 3, because that's the number you're dividing by. And the answer to a division problem is called the quotient. Anything left over that is greater than the divisor is the remainder. Keep in mind, very important rule, your remainder has to be less than the divisor. Because if your remainder was equal to or greater than the divisor, then you can make another group of 3. In this case, we're dividing by 3. So a very important rule, the remainder has to be less than the divisor. All right, so let's go through this division problem step by step. All right, so we have 58 divided by 3. Now these are the steps to the long division process. Drive my super cool buggy. You could use, does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? Doesn't matter. Find something that works for you. We have 58 divided by 3. Now you can make this a simpler problem. You could not worry about the 8 at this point. Let's just worry about the 5. So we have 5 divided by 3. So you can ask yourself, how many groups of 3 can I make if I have 5 marbles? And that would be, you can only make one group. If you have 5 marbles and you're making groups, equal groups of 3, you can make one group, which means we just divided. Next step, we're going to multiply. And I always like to put the multiplication symbol here in the corner because the inverse of division is multiplication. So we're going to multiply 3 times 1, which is 3. Follow the steps. 5 minus 3, we're going to subtract. And then 5 minus 3 is 2. Now we're going to compare. If I have 3 in every group and I only have 2, I don't have enough to make a group. Therefore, I'm going to bring down the 8. You only bring down one digit at a time. So anytime you go to the bottom, all the way to the bottom, bring down, you always start right back where you started, back to the top. So I'm going to put the 28, and I'm going to divide by 3. My divisor never changes. I'm still dividing by 3. And 28 divided by 3 would be 9, because I'm trying to get as close to 28 without going past 28. So if I have 28 marbles and I have 3 in every group, I can make 9 groups. Now I just divided, following the steps here. 9 times 3, 27. Next step, subtract. 8 minus 7 is 1. And I know I'm done when my remainder is less than the divisor. So my answer would be 19, remainder of 1. Now, your long division problem must be checked using the inverse. And what I mean by that is the quotient times the divisor. So we have 19 times 3, and this is a simple 2 by 1 multiplication problem. 9 times 3 is 27. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. And then the last step would be to add the remainder. 7 plus 1 is 8. And then the 5. And if, after you use the inverse, your answer must be exactly the same as the dividend. And that's how you know that your answer is correct. And in the case that it's not the same, you made a mistake somewhere and you have to go back and check and see where your error occurred. And these are the steps to long division. And this problem only has 2 digits in the dividend. There'll be other problems that I have for you that will have 3 and up to 4 digits in the dividend.